she had to overcome there this evening. Look at that. The right hand, the head's coming back. But wow, I mean, Andy.
All I can say is we just witnessed greatness here. To come back and overturn this decision after such an emphatic beating in the first fight.
Let me say this. Katie Taylor is headbutt city. She's always been a pressure fighter, flurry type fighter. Where if you're in her close range, she doesn't just like throw one punch at a time. She lets her hands go. But somewhere in there, she'll often lead with her head. I mean, she doesn't have any head movement. She's always been like that. Very good fighter. 2-division champion, undisputed champion. But Katie Taylor is not invincible, obviously, after losing the first fight to Chantelle Cameron. We are here now, November the 26th. Look at that arena. November the 25th, excuse me, 2023. I guess you can say this is my season premiere of Fight View 360, as Katie Taylor, in my opinion, should get the decision off of activity against Chantelle Cameron in Dublin. The card, to me, I would rate it a 6 of 10. Not a big fan of Gary Cully. Overall, I'm trying to figure out how to, Patty Donovan, okay. Sky Nicholson got a stoppage, but it was a corner stoppage. Matchroom cards, it's just, they're just not what they used to be. Let's listen to the cards. Ooh. This is going to be good. Who do you think won? Also, in round number 2, that was a knockdown. We're going to show you the replay of it in slow motion. A lot of people may feel that the Irish commentary was biased towards Katie Taylor. Chantelle Cameron, you could say she had the cleaner work, I guess, but not enough, in my personal opinion, to win the fight.
For both of these fighters.
By the way, take your time out, like the video, subscribe. My next videos are going to be for the Benavidez Andre card.
Frank Budaj, 95 even.
I'm not upset with that 95-95 card.
Christensen scores this contest 98-92. Steve Morrow scores this bout 96-94.
Katie got it.
Both for your winner by majority decision.
I'm happy for her.
Super lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
Look at the scenes here at ringside. A memorable.
The woman's a superstar.
For Katie Taylor and for Irish boxing, a two-weight world champion.
Two-weight undisputed. The woman's a superstar. Let's listen to the post-fight interview, and I wonder if they're going to milk it a little bit before they run it back a third fight. Knowing Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, they likely are. It's not going to be a third fight anytime soon. Maybe not for a couple of years, even if at all. So Katie Taylor has a lot of options. Also, you think that maybe she would make the jump to boxer, to Sky Sports? She's been homegrown Eddie Hearn. I wonder where her loyalty is. Is it to the money? Because there's some big fights over there with boxer. But who do you want to see her fight next? Me, personally, I really wanted the Michaela Mayer fight. Michaela Mayer's taking on Natasha Jonas at 147 pounds. Waiting to hear the post-fight interview. But yeah, the clock is ticking on Katie Taylor. And why she always sound like she's out of breath? Like, what is that? We never got an answer for that. She'd be like, well, she's just a great fighter. And, and let's just be like regular shit, not after a fight, not after a long run. Also, an interesting fact, I've interviewed Katie Taylor 4 times in 3 different venues. Only fighter I can say I've ever done that with. But let's see what what she's got to say. And I'm sure Eddie Hearn, he needed this, by the way, because his stable has been dwindling. Obviously, Chantelle Cameron's in his stable, but, his big stars, You know, they've been taking some lickings, and they're not the same as they used to be a few years ago. He's trying to create somebody new, but it's just not there. And frankly, Campbell Hatton, I make sure I watch all of his fights, because one day it's going to happen sooner than later, and it's going to be ugly. You know, meaning he's going to get knocked the fuck out. But let's go look at these ratings here. Let's see who's at the 140. Oh, we should go back down to 135. I want to see the Stella Mosley fight. I would entertain that. 140 is not really that deep. 130 and 135 is where it's going to be at. Let me check something real quick. She even got that Amanda Serrano rematch she can go after. Let's listen in.
Katie Taylor.
It's loud.
Listen to this atmosphere. Congratulations. 189 days ago, you stood right here, dejected, devastated, deflated, having just lost for the first time in a professional.
Somebody said she built like a He-Man action figure. Girl is in shape.
World champion. Tell this arena, tell Ireland, and tell the world what this means and what on earth's going through your mind right now.
Oh my gosh. Two-weight undisputed champion. That sounds very nice. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my gosh. That was the longest 6 months of my life waiting for this rematch. All I was ever thinking about what was a rematch, and I'm so glad I got to deal with this. My home crowd. This is my real homecoming tonight.
Perhaps, Katie, with the odds stacked against you tonight, some people would even dare to write you off. Why did you always believe that you could pull out a career best performance when you truly needed it?
Well, whoever wrote me off obviously don't know me very well. I'm nearly offended I was an underdog going into this fight. Don't ever doubt me.
Katie, the fight was absolutely incredible. The verdict ringside, and I know watching around the world, was that we have just witnessed greatness, and both you and Chantelle deserve so much credit for two fantastic fights. But what do you believe won you that fight tonight, and what felt different for you than it did in May?
Well, the last fight, you've seen the worst of me and the best of Chantelle, I think, and it was still a close fight. Tonight, you've seen the real me, and when I box it out, nobody can beat me.
Now, Katie, I do want to ask you, because all throughout the build-up, when people were talking to you about if you win, how about a trilogy? Now, it's 1-1 now. You've heard the atmosphere in this arena. We've done 3 Arena twice.
Let's get the trilogy in Crow Park.
You answered the question for me before I even asked it. Promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, you've been in this sport for a long time. You've sat ringside and watched what we just said there. Greatness many times in a professional boxing ring. Where does this moment sit for you tonight?
Honestly, the single greatest night I think I've experienced in the sport. You know, we've had Wembley 90,000, Madison Square Garden, Katie Taylor against Serrano was something I'll never forget. But tonight, they doubted her, they wrote her off, and you know, one thing I knew, she wasn't prepared to let these guys down tonight. You know, she is, I think, one of the biggest legends to ever come out of this country. You should be so proud of her. You know, in a world where everybody's life is under a microscope, have you ever heard one person say a bad word about this woman? Never. Never. No. Well, if they are, I don't care. Because she deserves everything. You know, she's made you so proud tonight. She's made us proud. Katie Taylor is a 2-division undisputed champion. The greatest night in the history of her career. And I'll tell you something now. And I know we say a lot. But for everybody out there, everybody in Ireland, the Irish government, Croke Park has to happen. It has to happen. She's done everything for this sport. She's done everything for this country. She deserves it more than anyone. Next spring, summer, we will create an event you will never forget. I tell you what, we're so proud. Thank you so much for getting behind her over these years. Incredible. You deserve it all. You deserve it all.
Last couple now, Katie. In boxing, we talk about that one word, and that word is respect. You and Chantelle have shared 20 fantastic rounds of boxing together now. Like I say, it's one apiece. What do you have to say to Chantelle? Because everyone needs a great dance partner in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it takes two to tango. Chantelle is a phenomenal fighter, a phenomenal champion, and she deserves everything she gets as well. And to have a trilogy will be a great respect for both of us. I think that's exactly what we both want. And she's a legend herself, and two legends in the ring again for the trilogy. I don't think there's ever been a trilogy in women's boxing. This can be the first.
Katie, you have inspired so many around the world with your great work that you've done, not just in this boxing ring, but out the ring as well. And I know you've probably changed and saved many lives in the process. What would be your message you want to leave tonight of why we should never give up? When things don't go our way in life and in boxing, what's the message you want to leave to this crowd tonight?
Well, you learn the most from your failures and from your losses. I think that's where all the growth happens. I don't see, I'm as grateful for the failures as I have for my victories. And you're only a failure if you give up, if you throw the towel in, and I go again, never give up.
Katie Taylor and the new undisputed super lightweight champion of the world.
They're not going to talk to the... They got to talk to the former champ. Where's Chantelle at? The disrespect.
Thank you so much, everyone, for all the prayers that got up for you. I can't, in America, back here in Ireland, the whole world, I think, was praying for you this week, and I'm so grateful. So thank God for another amazing victory.
Katie, you thank us. We thank you as well. Who's for a trilogy at Croke Park? That remains to be seen. What a performance.
Wow. I was lucky enough to be at Madison Square Garden a few years ago for Katie Taylor versus...
Yeah, Fight View 360 was there as well. So yeah, let's talk. There go the dude from Game of Thrones. That knight dude that was chilling with Arya in the Kingsguard. Anyway, let's go look at this. Let me go full screen. But yeah, why didn't I talk to Chantelle? Like, did she leave the ring? You know? It's a cool thumbnail. But yeah, don't get me wrong. You know, like, it's the bad girl. She won the fight to me. But it's a bad girl. And I'm guessing that they are going to go for the third fight. And which Croke Park? I guess we need to look that up, huh? Is it like a real big deal? But Katie Taylor's a ticket seller. For one, the way she did Madison Square Garden, you know, her and Amanda Serrano, that was wild. Like, that girl, like, you know, she's got the Irish. And of course, for those who don't know, I identify as being half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Chicano. But let's go look at this right here. Let's see here. Let's go full screen. They were saying that she tripped. You know what? Let me do this shit right here because these motherfuckers, the zone, they can be some real money grubbing son of bitches. So I get to use this clip because it's fair use. Just like you have people doing review and recaps on Marvel movies, multi-billion-dollar franchises, NBA film studies, NFL film studies, boxing. You are not exempt. I can use this clip. Damn it. Anyway. Yeah, see, that was clean. I'm gonna let it play through. It was clean. And they tried to say that she slipped. So would this have changed the fight when the 96, 94? Yeah, this could have changed the fight. You know? That was a knockdown. You don't see no slipping of the feet. Now, right here, I'm guessing this is where they said, let's see. Let's go. Katie Taylor's feet are still planted. Chantelle steps in, plants the look. Was not a trip. Punched her right in the neck. Was not a trip. Right in the neck, like, ugh. And she went flying. That's her weak spot, that strong ass neck. It turns out it's not so strong after all. Yeah, that was a knockdown, boys. That was a knockdown. Why'd she go flying like that, though? Hey, ref, hey, who's this guy? What's his name? Let's go look him up. Is he Luck of the Irish? Is he of Celtic descent? Because he was quick to wave that shit off like, nah, that was a slip. And he can't even see. So watch the ref. Let's watch, let's go full screen. Let's watch the ref. Let's watch this guy. Let's watch this guy. Watch the ref. What did he see? Look, he didn't even know where to be around. He all out of frame. Well, anyway, who would you like to see? You want to see the Chantelle third fight? Or do you want to see Amanda Serrano again? The crazy thing is, Katie Taylor can lose to both of them, but we know she's got the bigger heart than both of them. You know, Chantelle Cameron, she need to go back to the body like they were saying she did in the first fight. She was just like coming straight forward and allowing Katie Taylor to get off with those fucking bullshit flurries. With that being said, shout out to Katie Taylor. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. As I said, I guess you can consider this the season premiere. We got a lot of videos coming. Australian boxing, Ryan Garcia's returning, Devin Haney's returning. You got that mega card that I haven't talked about going on in December. I'm going to be doing individual previews for each of those fights. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and take a little break before I get to the David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andre card, which is going to be the next coverage on the channel.